We've been given the graph of a line. These specific problems, you will always be able to see where the line is crossing the y-axis. Later, that may not be true. And we'd like to write the equation of this line. So ultimately, what we're going to do is we need to find the m, which is the slope, and we need to find the b, which is the y-intercept, and then we'll be able to write the equation of this line. Let's start off with finding the b of this, and this line is crossing the y-axis at 4. So we know that the b value is equal to 4. Okay, now there's a couple different ways that I could find slope, but I'm going to go ahead and do this algebraically. I'm going to start off with y equals mx plus b, and then I'm going to substitute everything I know into this equation. But something else that I know is this particular point. This point is back 2, up 1. And I'm going to be using a point and the y-intercept to find the b value, or the m value. All right, so here we go. I'm going to substitute everything that I know. So starting off with, I'm going to replace the b value with 4. Now this point is an x and a y. So I'm going to replace the x with -2. And I'm going to replace the y in the equation y equals mx plus b with 1. Let's go ahead and rewrite this just to make it look a little bit nicer. M multiplied by -2 is -2m. We've substituted in for every variable except for the letter m, so let's solve for m. I want to start by getting rid of this add 4 by subtracting 4. What I do to one side, I do to the other. So then I end up with -2m still here on the left equals, and 1 minus 4 is -3. Finally, to get m by itself, I need to get rid of the multiply by -2, so I'm going to divide by -2. What I do to one side, I do to the other. And when you have a fraction, this particular fraction doesn't simplify any further. Nothing fits into 3 and 2. So I'm going to keep that 3 over 2, but a negative over a negative is a positive. So my m is positive 3 over 2. Now that I know m by looking at where it's crossing the y-axis, and I know m by substituting in the x and y from one of the points on the line and the y-intercept, I can write the equation of the line. I'm going to come over and turn this m into 3/2, and then I'm going to turn that b into 4. And we have the equation of our line. Alternatively, if you want to, rather than plugging in the x and the y-intercept to find m, if it's graphed, what you could do is look at how much do you have to rise and run to get from this point to this point. And I would need to rise, go up 1, 2, 3, run 2, right 2. So up 3, right 2 is a quick way there to get your slope rather than algebraically.